Hi, I'm Bernard. Welcome back to the weekly video series. In this video, I will be talking about all the tasks that we have covered throughout week 5. So the week kicked off on Monday as usual. We had our weekly meeting via Google Meet. Started off by revisiting the minutes of meeting for our previous meeting, followed by the update on the new minutes of meeting for this week. On that same day, we continued with our funneling task and our database project as well. So onto the funneling task, we revised on the funneling concept and laid out our arrangement of information. So we were already provided the sources of information to be used into our landing page, and all we had to do was to rearrange them using the funnel method and include the necessary packages offered to customers. On the same day, we continued with our database progress as well, in which we explored some of our MySQL basics along with some basics in PHP MyAdmin for setting up our database. Moving on to Tuesday. So this was our first day trying out on some of the commands for MySQL to set up our MySQL database server. So for this testing, we used localhost for sure. I used specifically the port number 3308. And of course, we could actually code directly from the MySQL console client, but it would be more convenient using some text editor especially meant for data queries such as PubSQL. So that concludes Tuesday's activity. Moving on to Wednesday, still working on the same database, but this time we achieved a milestone of setting up our very own database, our very first table, as well as keying in our very first data. Besides, we were also learning on how we could actually connect our MySQL database server with the PHP MyAdmin in localhost. So this was done by linking them together via WAMP server. So as for Wednesday, we managed to set up the MySQL database server as well as connecting it with our PHP MyAdmin via localhost. Coming on to Thursday, we finally got our hands on the funneling task, in which we had to create a landing page for one of our clients. So the process was as mentioned before, lining up all the sources of information and planning out the design via the funneling method. And once that was done, we submitted our draft to our supervisor. Going on to Friday, we continued back our database progress, in which we managed to have two-way communication between the MySQL database server and with PHP MyAdmin. That being said, we tested out our database by adding various tables and dummy values, setting primary keys as well as foreign keys, and testing out how they work. Aside from that, we also headed out to the nearest electronics store in order to check out some components for our embedded systems design project. So that pretty much concludes all the things that we have done throughout week 5. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week.